Okay. Hello and welcome to Lockdown Tech Source. This is going to be the first live stream in a series of live streams. What we're going to do here is to improve the quality of a live stream and show you how you can add different lighting, audio, sort of microphones to improve that. So the channel's been running since the 10th of July, and so far it's been received in the majority very well. So I'm really pleased with that. And as always, if anyone's got any feedback for me, I always like to receive that in any of the comments on any of my videos, or in this live chat. This is an opportunity for you to ask any questions you might have about any of the previous videos, about upcoming content, or if there's anything you'd be particularly interested in me covering. So just to start off, I've had a few questions from a few different people, so I just want to cover those first. The first one was actually about my most recent video, which was the Rode Wireless Go, which I've actually got here. So this is the pouch it comes in. A really neat little bit of kit. It's a really great microphone, and the reason I opted for this was because I actually wanted something really compact that I could take with me without having too much bulk or add into my camera bag. Something as small as that is all I need for audio. So what I didn't really do in the video was show how small this is. So to give you a little idea, this is just a standard credit card. That's the actual pouch itself. So that gives you an idea of literally how small this is. If I open it up, you've got your two pop filters in there, and then you've got the transmitter element there, and also sorry, that's the microphone part, and there's your transmitter. And again, for scale, there's that bit and there's that, so you can see it, how compact this is. And in terms of a solution where if you're slightly limited with space or anything like that, that makes it really easy. So yeah. Just a couple of things about the channel. We've got some really good content coming soon. You've probably seen some spoilers on Instagram and stuff like that, and I'll pop the links to my other socials in the chat. So if you want to head over to those channels as well and follow me on there, that'd be much appreciated. So I'll just get those links now and we'll pop those in. But yeah, like I say, I mean, we've got 3 of you in. If you've got any questions, by all means, shout them out. We'll put that one in. So at the moment, the main social media accounts that I'm actually active on are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I haven't really done too much with my Patreon page at the moment. I do have a kit page as well, which just highlights all the tech that I bought so far and have been using. So I will link that one in the comments as well if you want to go over and check out the current kit I'm running. Now, this video is the base entry level video. So the reason I wanted it like this is to show you how a stream will look. So I'm running this on a 2012 iMac with a probably, I think it's a 720p HD or 720p camera with literally just the built-in audio. So I'm not monitoring it in any way. This is literally this is about as base as it gets. So what I want to do is show how you can add little things and make little changes to improve the quality of any streams you choose to do. So that might be in the form of adding microphones so the audio sounds a little bit crisper, adding lighting so you don't get, so like here you've got some fairly harsh shadows, and also using different cameras to obviously naturally improve the quality. So I recently picked up this, which is this is what I'm planning to use as a external webcam. Now, there's some devices you have to buy in order to achieve that. So one is a capture card. They run about 100 quid. And I think for me, that's a little bit rich. So I'm trying to find ways around it, and I'll test different methods in order to try and find a cheaper solution in order for me to use that camera actually on a Mac device as well. Now, Sony do support webcam that natively as a webcam. It literally plug and play, but that's only on Windows. And at the moment, everything I do is currently Mac OS or iOS. So yeah, no good for me, unfortunately. So I also wanted to just go over a couple of other things. I wanted to just give a quick shout out to a case, actually, which sounds strange, but this is probably the best purchase I've made since starting the channel, since actually deciding that a YouTube channel was something that I wanted to do. And the reason is the value on it. It was 20 quid off Amazon. I'll be doing a video on this, so you'll be able to find it. But it fits everything. I'll show you there. So a lot of the things that I've already covered on the channel. Obviously, there's a charging case. Currently, someone's borrowing my Osmo Action, so that's not in here at the minute. But there's room for everything in there. So if you look at some of the videos that I initially started on the channel, particularly probably the first 2 or 3 before I got the Sony, everything was in this little case in order for me to record a YouTube video, but minus a tripod. So that and a tripod, and it was good to go. But that's a really, really handy thing to have. So yeah, I've got another question as well. Someone was saying, is there a way to use the Rode Wireless as with the Mac? And the short answer is yes. The Rode Wireless comes with a TRS cable, and what I need to get for that is a TRRS cable in order to for the Mac to be able to read the signals coming in. So once I get that, and that's relatively inexpensive, that will probably be my next upgrade. You can pick up a splitter for about 10 quid, and then I can use the Rode Go with that Mac setup. So I can, straight off the bat, I can improve the audio. So it looks like Matthew's in. Hi, Matthew. So yeah, so yeah, like I say, if you've got any questions, fire away. I'm a little bit ill prepared, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, I haven't got much in the way of questions. I didn't think that we'd end up in a tie again, and I'd end up having to do the live stream, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, Uncle Matt, good to see you. So yeah, but yeah, in terms of the Rode, really, really great little microphone, and I couldn't recommend that anymore. I'm going to be using this as well. I've been doing some work with a tech house duo called Puzzlove. We've been doing some videos, some little snippets for them, and they're going to be dropping those quite soon. So you'll be able to see those across my other social accounts. Those will likely go live on Facebook. I've got planned a video with Barber as well, who's looking to enhance his Instagram profile, his Facebook profile, and putting some small shorts together for him so that he can sort of post that on his social accounts. And so what's the thoughts on the Sony? So yeah, Sony's really, really good. Sony recently released the A7S III, which is a 12.2 megapixel full frame DSLR, but their target audience is actually for video. Unfortunately, that the base price I think was around £3,000. So for me, that was a little bit rich. The A7 III is a really good hybrid shooter, so you can get really good stills from it, but you can also record 4K footage. It will do 4K 30, I can get full HD 1080 to 120 frames per second for that slow-mo. So yeah, it's really, really good in terms of its scope. And I didn't want to go and get something that was purely lent too far one way or too far the other. I really wanted something that would take brilliant stills, and also that was a really capable camera for video as well. So I'm really impressed with the A7 III as a camera, especially within the studio. Within here, I think you can tell that the visuals on the channel, since I think the last 2 videos I've uploaded have been used purely for sorry, the last 2 videos have actually been recorded using the Sony, and I think you can see there's a fairly big difference in the quality. Now, that's not to knock what was happening before, because the cameras that I used before, which I'll grab now, was the Osmo Pocket, and I still rate it. I still think it's a brilliant camera. Where you see my unboxing videos top down, I still plan on using it. Obviously, we're going to give the Sony a go, but in its main. So yeah, this is the charging case that I covered, and then the actual Osmo sits inside it like that. And then so you turn it on there, and then basically you've got a stabilized gimbal. So that's a really handy bit of kit, and it's so portable again, and that goes back and it filters back to why I want things portable, is because the aim of the game, or what I'd really like, is we're not blessed with a lot of room. So in order for me to try and keep things as compact and as neat as possible, I want to create what's a one bag solution. So everything I need, a YouTube studio in a bag. So that involves some small battery operated LED lights, rather than the big softbox setup that I've got at the moment. Some little, you can get foldable LED panels. There's lots of options out there, but for me, what I want to do is just build it. So I get the case, and then essentially what I do is everything fits into one rucksack, and I can grab that and I can go literally anywhere and know that I've got full control of audio, my visuals, lighting to a degree. Natural light is obviously the best light there is, but where that's not available, we can rely on those battery operated cameras. So yeah, if anyone's got any more questions, Design Unseen's in. So my friend Darren set up a channel as well. Head over to his channel, because he's got some great content on there. I've learned a lot from Darren over the years. He's currently doing an Adobe Illustrator sort of start to finish thing, so you can learn and pick up a lot of skills, and I've been following that recently. So recommendations for filming on coasters. So yeah, that was what I'd planned to do at the end of this year, but unfortunately it doesn't look as though America is happening, or at least the flights have been cancelled, and I've cancelled the Mustang that I'd ordered. So it's a little bit difficult to tell. I think I might have to take the Osmo Action to a Thorpe Park or something like that, so I can give it a go. But GoPro are the market leaders in terms of action cameras, make no mistake. But DJI are very hot on their heels, and I think a lot of the features that the DJI give you are much more beneficial to someone. It gives you a lot more range. I think just having that front-facing screen alone is what sort of swayed me towards the DJI over a GoPro. Now the GoPro accessories, you can build accessories for them, but they are costs, so they're extras. They don't come out the box. The Osmo Action, I managed to get it on order direct from DJI. It was on an offer, so it was just a bit of a no-brainer. The DJI will do 1080 at 240 frames per second. So if you really wanted to try it, you could do some slow-mo on a roller coaster, which would be quite interesting. But it will do 4K 60. You can shoot in HDR, so you can get high dynamic range, or you can do it in sort of log mode. So if you come into editing and you want it to grade the footage, you've got that option as well. Now, as for the GoPro, I can't speak too much on the GoPro because the last one I used was, I think it was the Hero 5, which was a little ways back. So, you know, obviously they've got some new ones out now. I think they're on the Hero 7 or 8, and then they've got black editions and stuff. So they're still the forerunner. They're still the market leader in terms of action cameras. But for me, I think DJI are just sort of catching up with them. And I think the features that they put into the Osmo Action really sort of, I'd say it put a fairly big dent in GoPro's actual lion's share of the market. So the camera I'm using on this live stream is just the, I did sort of go over that at the start of the stream. This is just using the IMAX built-in 720p camera. I'm also using the onboard audio, so the built-in microphone. And the reason is because over time, we'll improve the quality of a live stream. And the reason why I'm tucked away into this corner is because this corner is almost like a benchmark, so you can see how it'll improve. So the next edition will likely be the audio. So I'll get the Rode Wireless Go and the lavalier all hooked up, so the audio will sound different, hopefully sound better. And then we'll look at the lighting. So I'll get the softbox there so you can see the improvements by using a softbox. So yeah, gradually each stream that I do, you'll kind of see how it improves, and then I can tell you exactly what I did and what changes I made. So if you wanted to say set up a stream or do something yourself, this will give you hopefully an idea as to how you can do that. So yeah, I'll just go through the questions. So yeah, upcoming content. We've got some really cool stuff. I've actually got a Tesla on the way. So me and Darren, who I mentioned at Design Unseen, he's going to be helping me out with that. We've got the Tesla coming. I've been lucky enough to collaborate with Bridwell House, which is a large estate in Uffculme in Devon, and they want some footage. They've just recently set up a cafe in their orangery, and they'd like some visuals to go alongside their social accounts. So we've got that coming. We've got that coming as well, which I'm really excited for. I think we're going to hopefully deliver a really good product for them, or a really good quality sort of 30-second trailer, if you like, something they can be proud of, something that we can be proud of and put on their socials. So yeah, there's great stuff in the pipeline, and a lot of it is just time. So it takes a fair hit just trying to get everything edited. Anyone who's done any video editing before can know it's when you're playing with 4K 60 FPS footage, 30 FPS footage, your file sizes are just through the roof. You're trying to render footage, so it's the full from start to finish. It's all done by me. So sometimes time restraints are a little bit difficult. Hence why at the moment I've only committed to one video a week. And I'm hoping that over time, as things get a lot quicker, when I become more proficient with the editing software, that I can hopefully maybe do one or even two videos. 2 videos a week would be nice. So sort of do one midweek, and then Friday to tail off for the weekend. So at the moment, Matt, I'm using Final Cut Pro. I started using iMovie, and it was the obvious upgrade from that. iMovie gives you a certain amount of reach, but if you really want to get in and do, if you want to be much more versatile, have much more transitions, any those really good for that. And it also, I can upload my files in 4K. I can put them into a folder and then pop them into Final Cut and use a proxy setting. So I'm not continually trying to render and deliver 4K footage and edit whilst that footage is in 4K. It gives me a lower res version, so it makes it a little bit lighter on the hard drive, on the RAM, on the computer. So yeah. So Liam said, any info on the collab with Puzzlove? So it's on with Puzzlove basically. So they've got the final cut of their first video or trailer, if you like, and yeah, I mean, they'll be popping that live on their channel. I think they're happy with the results. They haven't told me otherwise, so hopefully they're happy with it. I've got loads of stock footage, and we've got another event planned with them. So I'm going to do a shoot for them in September. So that's going to be at a recording studio. So and that's going to be a really good one because I get control of all the lighting. Obviously, they get control of all the audio. So the audio generally, I'll be looking at taking a track from them, and then they come to me and go, "This is the section of track that I want you to use," and then I basically edit the footage to their music. So it's all done around their content. So we can do the video, which is absolutely fine, and then we just whatever audio section or segment of the music that they want us to use, I just edit along to that. So yeah, their music will be used. Yeah, their music's going to be used on my videos. You go, actually on your video. Yeah, I'm not adverse to it. It's not my style particularly, but I don't mind some of it. There's definitely reach for certain sections of my videos that I would like to use their audio on, and if there's something that, say, I'm editing along to, and I think I could incorporate what I do, and that sound could work well for my channel, then yeah, I'd definitely be interested in using their audio as well. So at the moment, all the audio comes through a subscription service. So at the moment, I use Epidemic Sound, and it's brilliant. So I get all my sound effects off there. I've got access to a huge library that's constantly being updated. So I'm really happy with using Epidemic. So yeah, but if Puzzlove creates something and I think that'll work, and as long as they're happy for me too, then yeah, we'll put that in. But yeah, a little bit more on the future stuff. So the Bridwell stuff, that will be coming. I'm hoping we can do something with that come the end of September. By the time we filmed it all, got everything in place, hopefully we'll have some trailers, and obviously we'll link to their social accounts and everything like that. The barber that's approached me and asked for some content as well, that is actually going to be shot a week today. So potentially I can get something up towards the end of this month, probably early next month, and then we've got another that studio gig with Puzzlove. That's on the 11th of September. So yeah, plenty of work to do. So Matt's more kids tech, please, with the kids. Yeah, so that's going to be a whole series. Jack really enjoyed it, which I'm really glad about. We had great fun together as well, which was nice. So we worked together. So the next series that I've got planned, or the next video I've got planned for that, is Lego and Nintendo collaborated together on a Mario, I suppose, series or whatever they call it, release, where you've got I think it's Bluetooth, or there might be an IR camera or something in there, but it's battery operated Mario. You might have seen the trailers, and you just sort of you go along these little sort of courses, basically as if you were playing Mario, but obviously it's all brought to you in Lego format. So that's going to be the next video with me and Jack, and we're really looking forward to it. I've seen the Lego NES, and I'm tempted by it, definitely. It's a really cool little thing. So, but I don't know how long it'll last. Jack's form with Lego is horrendous. So it generally, if we build something together in Lego, it will last maybe a week in its original format, and then that all just goes out the window. So the cool thing with the Mario series they've done is you buy the base package, which I think is about 50 quid. That then comes with the Mario, and then from there on, you can buy it's almost like additional packs or like add-ons, and each different add-on gives you a different. You get different characters. So I think that will be a really good one, because in terms of the first video will be me and Jack with the starter kit, and then we'll add the additions to it. So yeah, more like a day. Yeah. So Jack's form with Lego it's not brilliant. So, but the Lego NES, that's a good shout, and I will look into that. If I can get that, then that might be nice. I don't know whether Jack could get much of a look in, but yeah, I'd give it a go. So yeah, let's just check. I'm just checking, see if we haven't got any questions. Like I said, there's some links at the top to my other social accounts. So if you're not following me on any of those, on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, go over there, because there's going to be specific content to each. So generally on Instagram, you'll get teaser trailers. I think the last one I did was for the Tesla. And yeah, so it's definitely worth sort of following me across each, because I do post different content. A lot of the stuff that I'll do in terms of trailers and bits like that, I don't know where, say, Puzzlove intend on using their videos. They can use it across Insta or on Facebook or Twitter. They can use it wherever they need to. So it's also worth following me there, because if, say, they post that up on Twitter, I'll share it and you can see the end results of it. You can do live on both, but I don't like to. And the main reason being is with Facebook Live, at the moment, because I'm not using streaming software, if you are streaming across two basically different social media networks, then in terms of comments, I'm trying to juggle the two, and I'd rather just pull full attention to one or the other. That's not to say that I won't try and do Facebook live streaming in the future, because I probably will go live on there. They've got a really intuitive system. It makes it very easy. Not to say that YouTube's difficult to stream on, because it really isn't. It's click of a few buttons and you're ready to go. It's just not as easy to manage multiple streams across multiple networks at the same time. So if, like for example, I'd be flicking from one screen to the other. There may be some software out there. I think OBS may do. They may do a screen in which you can actually do that. And I know there are some companies out there that will allow you to stream across all, and it pulls all the content or all the comments and feedback or anything like that into one manageable section, so you can actually respond to anyone who asks you a question. So yeah, it will eventually, we will go live on Facebook, but for now, the video side of things, I like to post snippets on Facebook. So if you haven't seen on the page, there's a spotlight section. That's where I give you an idea of what I'm up to, what I've been doing. So I'll do a drone snippet or something like that on there. And then YouTube is the platform that I've decided to use in its majority for the larger videos and for the majority of my video-based content. So Katie could be your moderator and watch for the comments. Yeah, I think you might need moderating as well, Matt. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think of the quality, whether the audio is coming through okay. I can see here I'm monitoring it on an iPad, and straight away there's areas on there that could do with some improvement. So that would be the next job for me. I mean, I can play about with this light a little bit here to bring it up, but that's a bit harsh. So, lighting's probably the most important part of recording video. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it's more important than what camera kit or what you're using to record on, because if your lighting's bad, it's all bad. So you've got to be very careful about where you place lights, you've got to be careful about placement. So generally what you have is a key light, which in my YouTube videos is in the form of a on YouTube is in the form of a softbox, and that gives me good range. Go on 55-inch TV. All right. So how's that looking then? On the iPad it doesn't look too bad, but you can tell the quality is not nearly there, not compared to the Sony. But again, this is the benchmark. This is literally a case of firing it up and that's it. So need a new TV soon. Recommendations. Samsung. Next question. To be fair, I'm not mega on TVs. I haven't needed to buy one probably in about 5 years. And 4K, 8K. I think LG are doing a lot of LG are coming into it fairly strong with the OLED stuff. I think OLED's been there for a while, but it's something that we need to upgrade because our TVs, I think we're still only running a 1080 TV. So yeah, it's not really something that I've covered too much. It's something that I need to look into. But yeah, I know Samsung are really, really good. And I think the Sony Bravia range, I don't think they're half bad either. So it depends. TVs are difficult because they seem to obviously every year a new one's released and it's got the latest and greatest and everything like that. So it's really hard to keep up with TVs. Just as the only thing I'd say with TVs is I think the bigger the better. So a while back we were looking at sort of 65-inch, 55-inch and stuff like that. But I think anywhere north of there, and as long as you're going 4K, Samsung TV unboxing, yeah, potentially, yeah. So if Samsung want to send me a TV to unbox, that'd be nice. But so yeah, I mean, there's some good future content coming. I say with the Tesla, that's a really good one because I think the Tesla is going to be. I think in years to come, it will just become the norm. And I know a lot of people that have, and I've spoken to people who have driven them, and it's like driving the future. So everything is controlled on a large panel. So really, I think that is, in terms of tech and reach-wise, in terms of when you're looking at a product that's built with all this tech, the Tesla's right up there. But yeah, the other thing I want to do as well is I don't know if anyone's aware, but like there's Microsoft have got a product called a HoloLens, and I've found a company that I can hire one from. So I'm looking at maybe doing something with that as well. So what I'll do quickly is I've got the softbox set up. So yeah, if Tesla are watching this, if Elon Musk is in, if you'd like to send me a Tesla, that would be brilliant. So you never know. I think Elon Musk's probably got a fair bit on, so I can't imagine that he's watching this. But if he's watching it back, if he's watching a repeat of it, or base model will do. just send me it, just a Model 3. I'm not, I'm not asking for the Model X or Y or the Roadster. So yeah, just the base model. But yeah, in terms of like at the moment he's just had a kid, so he probably is a bit busy. Yeah, I'd be interested actually to know if the Teslas have got ISOFIX built in. I don't know if they have. I don't know if that's a Eurocar standard, whether they actually have to have them built in. But I can have a look at that. Yeah. So, but what I might do just quickly is just get the softbox on. So I've just added a softbox. Ugh. So if we dial that one down a little bit. So yeah, you can tell, I mean, ideally that softbox would be here. So it'd be coming this way a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know the name's just, so softbox is, rather than having a harsh light, it's the light's dispersed. So if you, how do we put it? So if you imagine you've got a torch, say, and you hold a bit of clouded acetate in front of it, or clouded plastic or something like that, but rather than the light being directed, it actually disperses the light across a further distance. So we've got MOS 6510 models in. So yeah, so just through the addition of a softbox, you can see the improvement in visuals, and that's the biggest thing. Is I'm still running this exactly the same camera, but you add lighting here and there, and it improves it. Now there's still some harsh shadowing here, and that's probably from the light that I've got over here. So so the actual household light, if I turn that off quickly. So although it will be a bit dark, you can see behind me that shadow is a little bit softer. So if I turn that back on a minute, so you can see the lines within that shadow are a lot harsher. So, but that's the idea, is that what we'll do is eventually, with each video, I'll improve on the audio, I'll improve the camera, I'll improve the lighting, so you can see that this is how it started, and then we can actually eventually look at the final product and work out how much something like that will cost. Softbox is a dream film, and it really is. Yeah, they really are. Blue Yeti mix. Yeah, I'm looking at desktop mics at the minute because I need something that will plug straight in. So yeah, I'm big at the moment. I'm big on Rode, and I'm really, really happy. So I'll either go down the NT USB line. If I can get good results from the Wireless Go, so from this one, if the audio is good enough on that, then I'll probably just end up using that. But yeah, Blue are up there. They're definitely solid in terms of audio quality. In fact, I think I've got a mate who runs a Blue Yeti, and he's got nothing but good things to say about it. So definitely. But yeah, the softbox, you can see just with the addition of that, I'd like a little bit more light here, so you could maybe get a reflector. But so you can just tell there's a divide there. There's a line where I'm not pulling enough light this side. So yeah. But yeah, say if anyone's got any more questions or anything, what I'm going to do is give it another 5 minutes or so, and then call it a night. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, and you think this might be a benefit, if you can hit that like and subscribe button, it really does help. I think there's something I've also built in with like YouTube analytics, so it'll help push my content a little bit more. Obviously, I've got to stay consistent, and this is the long game. And I'm not here to become some YouTube superstar and make millions of pounds. If that comes, then brilliant. But this is more for me. This is a new hobby, and I'm really enjoying myself at the moment whilst I do it. So yeah. But yeah, you've got you can just tell just through that one light. And the other thing is a softbox is really inexpensive. The only thing with mine is it's slightly cumbersome. So it's quite a big bit of kit. It's really easy to set up and take down though, and it actually goes in a bag about that size. So it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's not the sort of thing I could take in terms of what we were discussing earlier with that one bag solution. It wouldn't fit the bill with that. I'm looking at some aperture lights, which are a lot smaller. They still give me that softbox effect, but they're tiny little things. Yeah, tech channels. Yeah, that's it. You know, everyone does tech, or but it boils down to what I enjoy. I enjoy tech, and that comes in the variety of, that can be Macs, iPads, cameras, lighting, audio, so it's very, very difficult to sort of niche that down, because, if I niched it right the way down to just doing microphones, I'd get bored in about 2 weeks. I won't be able to do that. So yeah, I'm just at the moment it's winging it, and the great thing is like the latest video was the Rode mics. There's been a lot of obviously I've done camera stuff, a lot of DJI products, because I just rate DJI stuff. I think it's brilliant. But then we'll jump into a Tesla, and do stuff like that. So as much as I'd like to niche it down to try and target a certain audience, I don't think I can. So yeah. But what I'll do is I'll just pop some links in again to my other socials. Like I say, I mean, if you're following me on them, brilliant. But there's content across all of them that I do on a regular basis, and not all of my content is on one of them or the other. So I'll often post on Instagram one day. I don't post daily on Facebook, I wouldn't say, but I try to get something out there that's of value each day. But yeah, and I'll link the kit page again, because you can then see all the kit that I'm kind of running. Yeah, so far I'm really happy with the channel, the way, if you look at the way things have improved, but not only that, from a personal standpoint, the amount I've learned in 6 weeks or so has been sort of in terms of video editing and stuff like that, and working everything out. This is all done off my own back. So I record, I edit, and everything comes down to me, ultimately. I'll text you on Facebook, bud, and compare notes. Yeah. No, I mean, it's good. And the thing is it's like the series with Jack. I wouldn't want to stop doing that, because there's things that are well received. So the drone videos are really well received. So they tend to get more views, or initially they get more views. And then I pulled more subscribers, I think, from the drone video, the initial drone video that I did. Obviously you get a spike at the beginning, and obviously friends and family and stuff like that decide to like the Facebook pages and everything like that is a massive benefit. But it's really trying to push the channel to sort of that next step, and with that I think the Sony was a good acquisition, because that's a benchmark camera. So in terms of YouTubers, a lot of them will run now with the A7S III, but that is still a well capable camera. and I can record everything I need to on that. So I'm really, really happy with that. So I've ran well over, but yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of what we want to do with these live streams. I want to basically show you what's achievable, and give you an idea of how much you might look to spend, or what different options there might be. Just to give you guys an idea now, this is the very base of a live stream, and then what we'll do is in future, as we add little bits here and there, we'll upgrade. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming, and thank you for liking the video. It's 45 minutes, so I didn't plan to go as long as this. And like I say, I mean, really appreciate everyone watching my content, and the feedback stuff as well has been really good. And the thing is even if there's something that you don't like, or there's something that you're not sure on about a video, like, just let me know, because if I don't get any feedback, or no one tells me that there's something that they don't like, I can't grow and improve as a content creator. So it's really, really important that we get that. Get Jack on the live stream. Yeah, I could get Jack on, but he went off in a bit of a huff earlier, so he's in bed at the minute. but yeah, again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported me. This is going to be a long journey. I don't expect 5 minutes of this, and I hope you enjoy sort of following me along this. Like I say, in the next month is going to be really good, because we've got some big stuff planned. So that the Tesla is probably what I should have done for my sort of 1 year anniversary. That should have been right, we're a year old, bang, there's a Tesla. But instead, I just couldn't wait. I saw an opportunity, and I thought it's something that I really would be interested in doing now. So like I say, Design Unseen as well, you can go and check his channel out. He's doing an Adobe Illustrator course with some really useful content in there. So I think he commented earlier, go and check his channel out, and give him a like and subscribe if that's something you're interested in. Learned a lot from Darren, so I think you'd find benefit in his content. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. So thanks for watching. Cheers.